Today, obviously, is the last day as scheduled by the Electricity Company of Ghana to end the National Revenue Mobilization Exercise, which was intended to recoup some 5.7 billion Ghana cedis from customers who owe the electricity company for power consumed. Now, we are within the Adenta enclave where the task force is going into this particular house to get some illegally connected facilities of the grid. We understand this particular house, there are a number of apartments within it, and they've connected almost all of it illegally. So the task force is proceeding to take them off the national grid and then surcharge them for the wrongful connection.
This is a bypass over here. And actually what is happening is that whatever consumption the customer is using is not passing through the meter at all.
I am only seeing cables. So when you say bypass, what is the bypass here?
Most of the wires, are not running through where it has to run through for the consumption to be
read.
Yes,
Meter.
Be recorded.
Okay.
We have a meter here, all right, but because of the wrongful connection at the back of the meter, yes, the meter is not able to pick the correct consumption of the customer. And you can see.
So in essence, these people have the meter here, but they've been able to flip the board and then to illegally connect behind so that the ECG won't detect that there is some illegality. Okay. So in this case, what are the dangers?
Okay. In fact, when it comes to illegal connections, we have two main side effects. The first one is a cost to Accra East region, and then the second one is a danger to the customer. As a danger to the customer, when you do illegal connection like this on your meter, yes, it can catch fire, and this can spread to the other parts of the house.
Customers that engage in illegal connection, the first thing we do is to disconnect supply, and then we serve customers with notices to come to our offices for penalties, and then later we forward it to our legal team to also take them on.
If they fail to come to your office, what happens? I'm just a tenant here. I can move the following day and leave.
As we've been here today, we'll come back. If they don't report to the office, we'll come back and monitor and then surcharge them and then also hand them over to the authorities.
I believe today is the last day of the exercise. I mean, the national exercise, actually. How many illegalities, in your estimation, has the task force uncovered?
Well, for Accra East region, I might not be able to give a concrete figure because we are now compiling, as you said, we are ending today. So after today, then we compile from all the districts to know how many illegalities were detected, and then later we can give accurate figures.
The task force is moving from one building to the other, about 30 apartments, we understand, over 20 of them connected directly, while only two or 1 meter is working correctly. They have only 3 meters, 1 working correctly, 2 are connected or bypassed. And so which one is the correct one here? This one is correct. So this is the only correct one. The rest 2, they've done bypass. So that is the team of task force, one of them climbing the pole to take this particular facility off the national grid. And they are hoping that the landlord would proceed to the offices of ECG and he'll be taken through the process for him to be able to acquire meters for all the 30 apartments that he's rented out, and most of them connected illegally. Some of them, they've done bypass for the meters. The entire facility has only 3 meters. Only 1 is genuinely consuming power. The other 2 have done bypass, while the rest of the facilities, they've just connected directly. The entire facility is now completely out of power. These facilities, which houses the National Fire Service, the ambulance service, and the police at this particular location, they are without light for 3 weeks now. They've been disconnected from the national grid for non-payment of electricity bill. But the information I am gathering is that they are not responsible for paying their bill because they fall under the national security. And essentially, the assembly is also not trying to take responsibility for settling the debt. Those are personnel from the National Fire Service seated under this particular shed because the temperature in their room or in their office is unbearable. In their office right now, the fan is not working, and we can see that the television on the wall is also not working. Not working in the sense that there is no power for them to, in actual fact, power these electrical gadgets to be able to enjoy their office here at Circle. We can see that they have printers, they have desktop computers, they have photocopiers. All of it, we understand, are not working. On the back of the disconnection of power to some facilities within Circle, which falls under the Korle Klottey municipality, we've come to the office of the municipal chief executive, Honorable Ni Ajay Tawia.
We are taking steps so that we can have probably a separate meter for the municipality. So we don't have any intention of not paying our bills. But like I'm saying, there are all other security agencies that are connected to the place. So we'll just expedite things and make sure we are removed because, in our case, we pay for the bills here. We pay for the bills of the sub-offices all over the municipality. We pay some of the bills of both electricity, water, and some other things also for some of the schools in the municipality. So we pay our bills. And as soon as this separation is done, you see that there will not be issues with the assembly's bills at the place.
My name is Fred Duho reporting from the Adenta Enclave for Citi News.